feels like things are heating up, as we talk a little bit about how's our inner world interfacing with the outer world, everything that's going on. So, and the level of fear and uncertainty that's out there in the world, and the creation of anxiety and fear and doubt and all those things is can be really, really overwhelming. So we really want to look at how we can stay, as we talk in the spirit doctor work, how we can stay steady in our being. What are the things we can do? And I know that it's a tool. We say that a lot. It's a tool for change. It's a tool for transformation. But I think also in this topic that we're getting into now, it is a way, not only a tool, but it is a way for us to keep steady footing, to keep clearing our path forward when things are happening. And we talk a lot too with imagery of like a ship going out on the sea, and we have the compass, we have the map, we know how to ground ourselves, we know how to be present and breathe, right? We know how to meditate. But you're out there, you have your compass, you have your map, but the wind's going to come at some point. Right? And that's what's happening right now. And we're kind of being tumbled around, so even more important to know that first, it's not going to last forever. And second, it's not really who we are. It's not really who we are. It's happening. And so again, that look at how do we integrate our multidimensional self, our star being self, with our human experiences, right? Because we know we have human experiences that come along, and kind of like a cat will go like that, as its litter mates trying to eat something in the bowl, and get knocked a little bit. And even I'm going to use the tools I have right now to really quell this feeling. And first, I wanted to go a little deeper into it. Like, what is that? What is that created by? What was that caused by? Some uncertainty of a move or this or that. But then it was like, you know what? I'm going to shift that right now. And then it allowed me to actually just fall right asleep. So we have that power of that choice when we catch it, right? We just don't get overrun by it, or it's running us, that we have the choice. Yeah, because we're not approaching this from a political level. We can talk about the politics, but this is something central to each of us, and that's why I didn't want us to get lost in that entanglement of all that we keep pulling ourselves out. That's why I say it is really that leaving. If there's any aspect of ourself that's still got a little toe or finger in the matrix, it's time to really take it out. Take it out without judgment, even maybe. With acceptance, what's going on around outside of ourself, right? And really holding the power that we have. It's like when Robert comes on and says, what is your group doing? You guys are so powerful. Like, right? We have to be reminded how powerful we are as creators, right? Created. So we can create our own day, even, the moment to moment aspect of our day, with some focus and intention and acceptance that, something might come in the door that's a little bad news of this or a lot of bad news, but we still can find that steadiness. We can find the steadiness.
Right. The feeling of distraction, the feeling of resistance, the feeling of fear, this is the matrix, and we're all exposed to it. And that's what it's about. And so is when these things come up, it's exactly what you said, Diana. It's having the awareness that we are all exposed to this. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter how aware you are. We are still exposed to it, and we're still affected by it. And so the strongest path is to just have the awareness and to maintain our sanity with the craziness, that is going on, and the craziness that is coming in a short time for the world, is going to be very challenging, because I think in my mind, we need to really, take the dowsing to the level of the awareness to our heart, to say, hey, here's what's going on, and I'm going to douse, because first thing is what I'm going to do is I'm going to balance myself bring myself to balance and harmony. And then, because then that will help others. Just the fact that we put ourselves there and we have that awareness. The beauty of the dowsing, that when we recognize we have the spirit of resistance, the spirit of fear, that we just nip it right there and then invite in what we want, because that's incredibly powerful.